So greetings everyone, I trust you have been well. Welcome to English Language Simplified, and in today's episode we will be exploring essential daily phrases to enhance your conversational skills effortlessly. Let's dive right in. The first one is as he began to. This indicates the start of an action or event. Example: as he began to run, he realized he was late for the meeting. As I began to run, I realized I was late for the meeting. Second one is I offered to. Or he offered to. This means to make a voluntary proposal or suggestion. Example: I offered to help her with her homework. He offered to help me with my homework. Next one is he agreed to. This signifies giving consent or approval to something. Example: he agreed to join us for dinner. I agreed to join them for dinner. She agreed to join us for dinner. Next one is I struggled to. He struggled to or she struggled to do something. So I struggled to do something. This indicates making an effort with difficulty. This means that you are doing something with great effort and difficulty. Example: I struggled to lift the heavy box. The box was very heavy and you were struggling to lift it. So sentences like I struggled to lift the heavy box. Next is I assumed that. He assumed that. She assumed that. This means making a presumption or taking something for granted. Example: I assumed that the store would be open on Sundays. I thought, or I was just thinking about it, that the store would be open on Sundays. Next one is I wandered into. This one is wandered, not wonder. So they both are different. You can check the differences. This means unintentionally entering a place or situation. Wander means to unintentionally enter a place or situation. Example: I wandered into the art gallery. While exploring the city. He wandered into the art gallery while exploring the city. Next one is I was scared of. He was scared of. She was scared of. This expresses fear or apprehension towards something. This shows that you have fear or apprehension towards something. For example, I was scared of the dark when I was a child. She was scared of the dark when she was a child. He was scared of the dark when he was a child. Next one is as per the advice of. Or according to somebody's advice. So we can say as per the advice of. This is a good phrase actually. This indicates following guidance or recommendations. Example: as per the advice of the doctor, I took the prescribed medication. I took the prescribed medication. Next, on finding a key. Somebody found a key. This signifies discovering a key. So I was doing something and I found a key. So I can use this phrase on discovering a key or on finding a key. Example: on finding a key in the drawer, I wondered what it unlocked. On finding a key in the drawer, I wondered what it unlocked. Next one is due to their proximity, due to his proximity, due to the proximity to city. So this means because of their closeness or nearness. Example: the buildings collapsed due to their proximity during the earthquake. So all the buildings were adjacent and they had proximity to each other. That's why they collapsed during the earthquake. I usually, so this is an expression or phrase. I usually, he usually. This expresses a regular or habitual action. This expresses a regular or habitual action. Example, I usually go for a walk in the park in the evening. He usually goes for a walk in the park in the evening. Next one is on inquiry. On inquiry. This signifies when asking for information or details. For example, on inquiry, I found out that the event had been cancelled. I wanted to know what was happening, so I made an inquiry. So the phrase goes like this: on inquiry, I found out that the event had been cancelled. Next one is I came to know. I came to know. It came to my knowledge, or I came to know. This means gaining knowledge or information about something. Example, I came to know about the new job opportunity through a friend. I came to know about the new job opportunity through a friend. Next one is seeing this. I saw something and I'm telling somebody seeing this. So this is a phrase. This refers to an action or reaction upon witnessing something. Example, seeing this beautiful sunset, I decided to take a photo. So I was looking at the sunset and I decided to take a photo. So I rephrased it using this phrase. Seeing this beautiful sunset, I decided to take a photo. Next one is on hearing this. I heard something and I using this phrase, on hearing this. This indicates a reaction or response to something heard. You heard something and you are showing your reaction. Example, on hearing this news, I was shocked and saddened. On hearing this news, I was shocked and saddened. Next one is it is wise to. It is wise to. This suggests that it is a smart or prudent decision to do something. This suggests this is a smart or prudent decision to do something. Example, it is wise to save money for the future. It is wise to save money for the future. Next, on my own. You can say myself or you can also say on my own. Both are okay. It means doing something independently without assistance. This means doing something independently without any assistance. Example, I completed the project on my own without any help. I completed the project on my own without any help. Next one is I convinced my friend to. He convinced his friend to, or she convinced her friend to. It means persuading someone to agree or do something. We persuade someone to do something, so it means we convince somebody to do something. Example, I convinced my friend to go on a road trip with me. I convinced my friend to go on a road trip with me. Next one is he accused me of, or I accused him of. It means or it indicates making an allegation or charging someone with wrongdoing. It means making an allegation or charging someone with wrongdoing, any kind of wrongdoing. Example, he accused me of taking his pen without asking. He accused me of taking my pen without asking. Next one is he failed to, or I failed to do something, she failed to do something. This means not succeeding or achieving a desired outcome. When you fail to do something, you are not able to succeed or achieve something that you desired, any kind of outcome. Example, he failed to meet the project deadline. He failed to meet the project deadline. Next one is I asked him to do. I asked him to do something, or he asked me to do something. So tell somebody to do something, kind of. This signifies making a request for someone to do something. This signifies making a request for someone to do something. Example, I asked him to pick up groceries on his way home. He was coming back home and I told him. I asked him to pick up groceries on his way home. Next, sensing this. I sensed something and I did afterward something. So I'm using this phrase, sensing this. This refers to perceiving or becoming aware of a particular situation or emotion. Example, sensing this tension in the room, I decided to change the topic. Sorry, sensing this tension in the room, I decided to change the topic. There was a tension in the room, so I changed the topic. Okay, next one is I confessed that. I accept something, I am confessing something. I confessed that. It means admitting to something, accepting or admitting something, typically a wrongdoing. For example, I confess that I had made a mistake in the report. I made a mistake and I confessed it. I confessed that I had made a mistake in the report. Next one is I entered the or the. I entered in a place or somewhere. So I'm using this phrase, I entered the. This indicates going into a specific place or area. Example, I entered the library to find a book on history. He entered the library to find a book on history. Next one is I told him to, or he told me to. It's similar to I asked him to, or he asked me to, or I told him to, he told me to. So both are kind of similar ones. You can use whichever you like. It means giving instructions or information to someone to do something. This means giving instructions or information to someone. Example, I told him to turn left at the next intersection. I told him to turn left at the next intersection. He came up with the plan. So this is another one. He came up with the plan. It means creating or proposing a plan. Creating or proposing a plan. Example, he came up with a brilliant business plan for our startup. He came up with a brilliant business plan for our startup. Next one is I assured him. Okay, so I'm giving him kind of assurance. I'm telling him that something is going to happen. So we use this phrase a lot. I assured him. This indicates providing confidence or guarantee to someone. This indicates providing confidence or guarantee to someone. Example, I assured him that everything would be okay. Sorry, I assured him that everything would be okay. So there was a commotion. Another one. So there was a noise outside. You can use this phrase. There was a commotion. Commotion means noise. This signifies a noisy or chaotic disturbance. Chaotic disturbance. Example, there was a commotion in the crowd when the celebrity arrived. So there was a celebrity, he arrived, and there was a commotion. So there was a commotion in the crowd when the celebrity arrived. In spite of warnings, I gave him a lot of warnings. In spite of that, he did not change his habits. Example, in spite of warnings about the storm, they went camping. In spite of warnings about the storm, they went camping. People told them not to go there because there is a storm. Still they went there. So in spite of warnings about the storm, they went camping. One should speak only. So I'm telling somebody a kind of suggestion that one should speak only. Good phrase. This suggests that one should communicate or express themselves in a particular way. Example, one should speak only the truth even if it is difficult. One should speak only the truth even if it is difficult. I was passing by. I was going somewhere and I was passing by someone, or I was passing by a place. This means moving past a location without stopping. You were walking and you were not stopping. So this means moving past a place without stopping. Example, I was passing by the store when I saw a sale sign in the window. So these are some of the practical phrases to incorporate into your everyday conversation. I trust you found them helpful. Stay tuned for more valuable content from us. Thank you for watching us, and if you are new on our channel, then kindly subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you very much.